Rain streaked across the transparent dome of the human research station orbiting Silith Prime, shimmering like liquid silver. Commander Alex Mercer sat at the control console, sipping recycled coffee, when the alarm suddenly blared. Red lights bathed the room, casting jagged shadows across his tired face. "Unauthorized ship approaching," called Lieutenant Yara, her voice tight. "Classified transponder signature, unknown, fast-moving. Shields at 20%. Alex slammed his hand down, instantly alert. "Prepare the intercept team. Arm defensive drones. Whoever or whatever this is, they won't make it through without a fight." But then a sound unlike any battle alarm reached him. A soft, pleading voice, fragile yet urgent.
"Please, human.
You're my only hope." Alex froze. His eyes scanned the video feed. Floating just outside the outer hull was a small figure, no taller than 4 feet, with translucent skin that reflected the stormy lights of the station. Her eyes, luminescent and wide with desperation, were locked on him. She held a hovering device, projecting a holographic image of a humanoid figure surrounded by menacing ships. "My mother, they're coming for her," the girl cried. "If you don't help, she'll die." Alex's chest tightened. He was a soldier, trained to follow protocol, but something about her terrified sincerity pierced the years of hardened discipline. He motioned to Yara. "Get her inside.
Now."
The station's airlock hissed as the girl was pulled in. She stumbled, soaked from the rain, shivering as she finally reached safety. Alex extended a hand. "I'm Alex. What's your name?" "Lina, please, you have to help me save her," she whispered, her voice quivering. "They're from the Kray'Tor fleet. They'll destroy everything if they find us." Yara frowned. "Commander, she's not human. Her bioscan shows alien physiology, fragile but powerful. Energy spikes detected." Lina's fingers trembled as she clutched her cloak tighter. "We don't have time. My mother, she's the only scientist who can stabilize our planet's core. If the Kray'Tor get her," she choked back tears, too young yet with a presence that demanded attention. Alex nodded, tension building in his jaw. "All right, Lina. We move fast. Tell me exactly where she is." Lina activated the holographic map on her device. Stars flickered as the image zoomed in on a jagged, volcanic planet. A single complex, glowing faintly with protective shields, sat precariously near the equator. "That's the core stabilization facility," Lina said. "They'll breach it in less than 2 hours if we don't intervene." I can guide you there. I know every secret path, every blind spot." "Blind spots?" Yara asked. "They're invisible to most sensors, but I know their patrol patterns," Lina replied. Her eyes glinted with a fierce determination. I've studied them my whole life. I can help you outmaneuver them." Alex exchanged a look with Yara. The odds were stacked against them. One human-led team, a tiny alien child, against the might of an invading fleet. But desperation has a way of bending courage into action. The starship lifted from orbit, thrusters tearing through the stormy sky. Lina clung to Alex in the pilot's cabin, her small hands gripping the edge of the console. "The outer defenses are weak," she said. "We have to go through the asteroid belt. Kray'Tor scanners can't track movement there." Alex nodded. "Hold on. We're taking your shortcut." Rocks and debris flashed past as the ship maneuvered through the jagged belt. The Kray'Tor fleet sensors flared red on the radar, but their ship remained undetected, guided by Lina's intimate knowledge of the terrain. "Almost there," she whispered. "One more bend, and the facility will be in sight." Suddenly, alarms blared. Kray'Tor drones emerged from the shadows, cloaked until now. Missiles streaked toward them, catching the ship in a deadly crossfire. Alex barked orders, evasive maneuvers, drone countermeasures, but the drones were relentless. Lina's small frame surged with energy. Blue sparks flickered along her skin, forming a protective shield around the ship's hull. "I can hold them off, but only for a few minutes," she shouted. Her light pulsed violently, casting stark shadows across the cockpit. Alex's hands were steady on the controls, eyes narrowed. "Then we make it count." Full speed to the facility. The ship broke through the last asteroid, arriving just outside the volcanic planet's atmosphere. The core stabilization facility loomed before them, a fortress of glowing energy conduits and reinforced walls. Kray'Tor ships had already begun their assault, bombarding shields and firing plasma cannons. "Lina, can you open the side entrance?" Alex asked. She nodded. Her small hands darted across her device, interfacing with alien security protocols. Doors hissed, lights flickered, and a hidden landing bay revealed itself. "Go!" Quickly. The ship touched down, and Alex led the team out, weapons drawn. Lina ran ahead, guiding them through narrow corridors, avoiding patrols with uncanny precision. The facility was chaotic, alarms blaring, fires burning, and scientists running in panic. Finally, they reached the core chamber. Lina's mother, Dr. Vela, was trapped behind a plasma barrier, her hands moving in frantic patterns to stabilize the core. She glanced up, eyes widening in disbelief. "Lina, is that you?" Dr. Vela gasped. "Mother!" Lina cried, rushing forward. Alex raised his weapon as Kray'Tor troops burst into the room. Lina's energy flared again, her glowing hands knocking the invaders back. The human team fired strategically, disabling drones and taking cover behind the facility's consoles. "Mother, the core!" Lina yelled. Dr. Vela's hands worked furiously. Blue energy arcs danced across her fingertips as she synchronized with Lina's protective field. The plasma barrier lifted, and together they directed the energy to stabilize the planet's core, preventing catastrophic collapse. Minutes felt like hours. Alex's team fought tirelessly, covering the two. Finally, the last Kray'Tor soldier fell, retreating to their ship. Lina collapsed into her mother's arms, exhausted, tears streaming freely. Dr. Vela hugged her daughter tightly, relief washing over her. You saved me," she whispered, kissing Lina's forehead. Alex approached, wiping sweat from his brow. "You did most of the work, Lina," he said. "And so did your mother. But I'm glad I could help." Lina smiled weakly, energy fading but eyes bright. "You did more than help. You believed in me when no one else would. You saved my mother, saved us." As the facility system stabilized, the sky cleared outside. Stars shone against the black void, and for the first time that day, there was silence, calm, and victory. Later, aboard the ship, Lina sat beside Alex, watching the planet below. Dr. Vela was already making plans to rebuild and protect her world, but Lina only had eyes for the human who had stepped in when hope seemed lost. You really were my only hope," she said softly. Alex chuckled, tired but genuine. "And you are mine, Lina. Courage doesn't come in size or age. It comes in choice. You chose to fight, to guide, to protect. That's what made the difference." Lina nodded, finally understanding the weight of her own bravery. For years, she had felt powerless, too small to make a difference against the Kray'Tor fleet. But in the end, it was her heart, her knowledge, and her will that had turned the tide.